Welcome everybody to our weekly integrative marketing webinar. Today we are going to dive in to talk about how to create a business manager account for your business. And the reason to do this is because if you don't, then you run a risk of maybe an unhappy employee taking control of your assets, your Facebook page, which is an asset to your business. They take control of it and you don't have control of it. So it's extremely important to set up a business manager so that your business owns the business asset, which is your Facebook page, and continues to. This can be important for legal reasons, but more importantly, it is important in the case of an unhappy employee. We've come across this multiple times where the business owner doesn't have control of the Facebook page. More importantly, the business doesn't own its own Facebook page. And so as things transition around, things happen and the right people don't have access to the page that they need. So the things to look out for today are the importance of a business manager, understanding that your business page is an asset, and how to set up a business manager page. We're going to dive through those things, and by the end of this webinar, then you'll know how to set up a business manager account for your business and get the assets into that for your business, and then manage permissions accordingly. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Ask questions as we go. Reach out to us if you have questions along the way. Sometimes different issues come up in this process, but that's okay. Today I'm going to be demonstrating on my wife's account, setting up a business manager for her with a little project that she is doing. So here we are on my wife's page. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go to a different URL. We're going to go to business.facebook.com. So this is something that is ran by Facebook. And so if you've never created one, then you're just going to come up to this top right and hit create account. And we're going to call this your business name. You know, it really depends. If you're an agency, you'll want to call it the name of your agency. If it's just one brand, then you want to call it that. So for her, I will call it, there's a little project that she is working on. So I'm going to put in her information here. Okay, so here we are. We have a business manager account, but now that business manager is semi-useless unless you add the assets to it that do belong to your business. So you can add photos, you can add a profile picture here and all of that fun stuff. We're not going to talk about that. It's as easy as clicking that button, adding a photo that represents your business. The part that we are going to talk about is making sure your business owns what does belong to your business. So we are going to hit add a page. And so we have a couple options. We have add a page you own, add someone else's page, or create a new page. So if you're a brand new business owner and you're on here, you don't even have a business page yet, then you can start here with creating a page, and it's already going to be inside your business manager. That's perfect. If you're setting this up and you're going to be adding somebody else's page, then you're going to want to request access to that page, and that person is going to have to grant you access. In most cases, you're probably going to want to add a page that you own because you've already been on Facebook, you already have a business page, you just need to bring that business page into the business manager. So we're going to click this add page button, and we're going to type in the name of the page, and it comes up right there. And this is a page that I'm logged in as my wife. This is a page that my wife already owns, and so that's why it just popped up nice and easy like that. So here it says, add China Girl. Since you're already page admin on this page, your request was approved automatically. If you are not the page admin on this page, then you're going to have to go and accept it. So we're going to close that. So we have a page, and now we are going to add an ad account. So, and the reason you want to welcome Michelle, thanks for joining us. Make sure you type in the chat if you have any questions. We're just diving in, showing you how to create a business manager account. Michelle, type in the comments, have you used Business Manager, or do you have a Facebook business page? Just type in some little details like that. So the next step here is to add an ad account. We are going to have to look for the ad account ID. So I'm just going to log into regular Facebook. This is where I'm going to find the ad account ID. So we're going to hit this down arrow up here in the top right. And we are going to come to create ads. You should have two options here if you've done ads before: create ads and manage ads. If manage ads is there, then you're going to want to click manage ads. But in this case, it's not. And so I'm just clicking create ads. Okay, so we're going to close that. If you hit create ads, it's going to bring you into that create ads. If it brings you into that select your campaign objective, then you're going to hit close on the bottom left. And now this right here, we're looking for the ad account ID, and so this right here is that ad account ID. So if you open that up, then sometimes getting it to copy is a challenge. So we're going to have to remember it, 14188. So I'm just going back and forth to type this in. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, so this personal ad account can't be added to Business Manager because there hasn't been any activity on it. So what we will be able to do is just create a new ad account, is what it's suggesting that we do. So we are going to go back to this. So that's a good note to take. If you've never run ads on your personal ad account, then you can't add it. So we're just going to create ad account. We're going to call this ad account Train On Girl. Select your time zone. This is really, it's kind of important because we run a lot of ads for different ad accounts, and all of the businesses are in different time zones. And then sometimes the ad account is in the correct time zone for that business, specifically when it's a local business, but sometimes it's not. And so it's a lot easier to manage like when you want to start and stop ads, especially like if you have a local business when you want to stop ads. If it's in your local time zone, just makes it a lot easier. So we're going to hit create ad account. And it's thinking about it for a second. Michelle, where are you joining us from? Tell us a little bit about your business and where you're joining us from. Okay, so this page is not wanting to load, so I'm actually just going to hit this skip button. San Antonio, welcome. My brother's in Houston. I don't know how close those are, but I don't think that close. Okay, so we have a page in our Business Manager account, and we have an ad account in our Business Manager account. Now we might want to add people. Let's say we have employees in our business that we want to add, or we have other managers in our business that we want to add. So let's click into add this ad account, or to add people. It's not letting us add people. So let's go to business settings to get some of these things set up. Awesome, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So we're going to go to pages. And so this is where we can manage some permissions. We can, in here, then we can have different people that we add to the ad account or to the page. And we can go into this page. Now that we're here, then we'll want to just make sure that the right people are on here. So once we're in the page, this is where we want to make sure people have the proper permissions on the page. Because now the business owns the Facebook page, and now you need to just make sure other people don't have access to it in this case right now. So page roles, we can look at existing page roles. So we have Elise, that's my wife, that's herself, and then me, my husband, so I have access to the page. So you just want to check your page and see if there's former employees or former partners that you were working with that have access to your page that maybe you don't want to. If you don't, then you can hit that edit button and remove them. Remove that person from your page. And so again, this is in your business manager account. So your business owns this Facebook page. It has become an asset of your business, which is important. Because again, if you have disgruntled employees, then it can run into problems because we've ran into that before. And then you can also, you have more control of managing permissions with people inside of a business manager. Same thing with the ad account. You can go in there and you can add people to it. But inside of your business manager, then you will also want to add people. I don't know why it wasn't letting me on the home page, but so hopefully it'll let me add it here. So we came to, let me review how we got here. We came up here to business settings up in the top right, and we have all sorts of settings that we can do here. So we're going to add some people. And you can add them as employees, or you can add them as admins. So let's say that you have an employee in your business that you want to make sure that you can get them on there. So I'm going to add myself to my wife's ad account. I'm going to add myself as an employee. So we are going to add people. And then with this new person, then you can assign them to an individual page. So we're going to add myself as a page admin to Shine On Girl. This becomes more relevant as you, like in an agency scenario, we have a bunch of pages that we add new employees to. And in this case, it's pretty simple. And then to ad account again, I'm going to add myself to this ad account. And this is catalogs. Catalogs is just something more advanced. And so now madams112@gmail.com, that's myself, is pending request into this. So now I have an email in my inbox that says, Shine On Girl wants you to join their business manager account. Now I can come in and now I will be able to access through this just central portal, I'll be able to access the Shine On Girl Facebook page and the Shine On Girl ad account. And so it makes it super easy. And then let's say, again, if you have multiple pages inside of your business, if you have an employee leave, like we've had people come and go in our company over time, then we're able to just come in and remove those people from our business manager. And so that we're able to keep control. Again, you want to, in the business manager, you want to have your business own your page. Second, you want to give people access to your page that need the access. And third, you want to control that access. You want to manage that access just throughout time. As you move forward, then people are going to come and go as they need to in relationship to your business. But you need to manage those permissions so that they can't come back and do something to your Facebook page. Because when you're first starting out a Facebook page, you may not think of it as an asset to your business. But as you grow it and as you grow a true community, then it becomes an extremely powerful asset. We've come across people where we worked with somebody before where somehow their ad account or their Facebook page had gotten hacked in the past. Not involved with us at all. But prior to that, their Facebook page had been hacked at one point. And they had built this massive community of hundreds of thousands of people that really trusted this brand. And then people came in and hacked it and started publishing terrible things. So let's say they were a health and fitness company. They published good, valuable content about health and fitness to really build that loyalty between their customers and them. But then somebody came in and hacked it and published terrible things, completely ruining the relationship that they may have had with those customers. We have another client that has a Facebook page of like 1.5 million people. That is an extremely powerful asset to their business because they can launch a video and get tens of thousands of views for free not for free, because they've spent a lot of time building up that 1.5 million audience. They spent a lot of time and money and energy in building up that audience. So now they can publish a video, get tens of thousands of views for free now, and which, as we've talked about in the past, that becomes an audience that you can retarget to generate leads and sales for your business. The reality is that as you build a community, and the more loyal community you build, this becomes an asset to your business that you don't want to have ruined by an unhappy employee or somebody that you made mad on accident. You don't want them to come back and attack your Facebook page because they had access. So you'll want to, and having a business manager makes it nice and easy to manage those permissions. So we have a few more minutes here. Let's wrap up on a few more things that you can do inside of Business Manager. So coming down to apps, you can connect apps if you have any apps. We don't have apps, so it doesn't matter. That depends on really the type of business. And then Instagram accounts. Instagram accounts is something very relevant. So you're going to want to add an Instagram account here if you're going to want to advertise on Instagram. So you'll put in username, you'll put in password. I don't have it. I don't have her Instagram account password memorized or in front of me, so I can't add it right now. But you'll just add it, and then you'll be able to connect that to an ad account. So you'll be able to say, I want this Instagram account to be advertised on from the Shine On Girl ad account. So we're going to do that. I want to show some of the highlights. There's a lot of things here, but a lot of them aren't just the basic stuff. We're going to start with the basics here. So that is really it. And then when you come to the Business Manager now, once you've created it, then every time you come into it in the future, so if you every time you want to come to manage your page, instead of going to facebook.com and going to manage your page, you're just going to start typing in business.facebook.com. Your browser should save it, and then you'll be able to come in here and manage your ad account and manage your page, and you'll be able to get a few stats here. And if you have more than one page in here, then what you'll be able to do is you can favorite certain pages. And so in our Business Manager, then let me see if I can. No, I can't switch. In our Business Manager, then we have a lot of ad accounts and a lot of pages, and so it's very important to hit this favorite button to keep just the most favorite ones right in front of us. It gives you these quick stats, but then also to click on it. So you can just come here, click on it to open it, and then you can do everything on the page just like you've been managing the page in the past. So to wrap up today, a few takeaways. If you are a business owner or marketing director or any way involved in a business that has a Facebook page, first step to do is to create a Business Manager account. And just as a reminder, this is so that your business owns the asset, which is your Facebook business page. Second step is to add your page to that Business Manager, and it's going to walk you right through those steps. Third step is to add your ad account to that Business Manager, which is going to allow you to manage that ad account right inside of it. And then the last step is to add the people that need permissions on your page, and then manage those permissions accordingly. So as you're adding those permissions, if you notice people that were here in the past that don't need permission anymore, then take the permission away from those people. And as you move forward, as you add, maybe your business that needs to add 5 to 10 people to this page so that they all have their different piece. But as you move forward, maybe some of those people will leave or whatever. Make sure you manage those permissions and take those people off as it comes time to do so. So those are the things you need to do to move your business forward today. That's going to help just set up the infrastructure. To be honest, this is one of those things that it's kind of frustrating because it doesn't generate income now. It doesn't generate productivity now. But what it does do is it sets up an infrastructure for scale and stability moving forward. So this is definitely one of those things where you're working on your business rather than in your business. Setting this up, getting it right, so then it's a lot easier and quicker to manage in the future. And it's investing time now to save time later. So take into account those things, take action on those things before we come back next week. Next week, we are going to dive in more in depth into ad accounts and how to get started in the ad account and all the features that there are to be offered, because there are a lot of features that are not being tapped into with Ads Manager. So come back, join us next week. Thanks for being with us next week. We will talk to you later, and reach out to us if you have any questions. We'll talk to you next week.